So at the start of ECS 210, I didn't really think about the ways in which I saw curriculum and its effect on how I taught curriculum. My views and lenses make up my common sense. So prior to our first day of class, I didn't consider this as something that I applied to the curriculum. So I didn't consider myself in the curriculum, even though I was the one teaching it and writing lessons to teach it. To me, curriculum was a document that guided teachers to the goals of what students needed to know come the end of the school year. If these goals weren't met, it left students with holes in their education. This was especially the way I thought at the start of the semester. I still kind of think that way now, but now I see the politics and the other factors that are affecting the way that I am teaching curriculum. So as the course progressed, we began to consider more and more how our daily lenses shaped the way we view curriculum. We looked at the Tyler rationale and how this limited the ways that students could learn as well as the way that teachers could teach. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't great either, because you'd leave out other students who learned a different way. So if you didn't learn lecture-based, you weren't learning. You were missing out on that sort of learning. We looked at the common sense and how one knowledge can be specific to a country, a province, a city, and even down to a community. So what one group knows, not necessarily everyone else knows. That's a real specific knowledge for a specific group. And we looked at the politics of education and how that has shaped and influenced the creation of curriculum and the implications that it leads to teachers. So looking at these three things has really made me start to consider how my views have shaped the ways that I see curriculum. If I hadn't grown up in a small town, how might I see curriculum differently? And how might I approach curriculum if I always thought of it as something political? Would my views be different, or would I simply be seeing it from a different lens? I haven't dove into those and explicitly found an answer, because I don't think there is one easy answer. There's lots of hard answers. So looking back on the course, I do believe that I've changed some of my views and better understand the curriculum and its relevance to our society. This has caused me to be more thoughtful about the purpose of what we're learning and the ties that our learning can have on other learning. So in particular, treaty education. So what we're learning in science and how it ties into treaty education. Prior to this class, I had never found, opened, or viewed the treaty education curriculum. So this was something that really opened my eyes and made it easier for me to see how the government expects us to tie treaty education into every other class. It made it easier for me to find those connections between treaty education and whatever course it was that I was creating a lesson plan for. So actually viewing the treaty education document helped me a lot. And I think it's one of the things that benefited me most from this class. I think the treaty education curriculum and its uses are the most integral thing that I've learned this semester. Looking at my lenses and actually taking off my glasses that I wear, physical and imaginary, have made me see curriculum differently and understand the ways that it helps, hinders, and makes a difference.